and welcome to WRPB and WRPB Studios. You know, it's really interesting because living in Florida was such a change from up north. And I remember up north, my mom would have somebody come and clean the house twice a month. And the day before, she would tell me and my brother, all right, the cleaning girl's coming tomorrow. You have to clean the house tonight. And I didn't understand it. And as we get older, we learn a little bit more, and we want to do a little bit less. Well, with me is Lucy Wismer, and you have a company called Amethyst. House cleaning?
House cleaning.
House cleaning. House cleaning or cleaning?
House cleaning.
Okay, and your website is mypurpleclean.com. And when I saw it on your car, I said, oh, she must love the color purple or amethyst.
I do.
Okay, so my first question is, how long are you in this industry?
I've been doing this for 20 years. So.
Okay, so you started at like 2?
Something like that.
Okay. And why would you, how'd you pick this industry to get into?
Actually, at the very beginning, I had some girls at my church that didn't have work, and I knew some ladies at a Bible study that, had nice houses, and I said, hey, you want to go clean houses? And so I asked the ladies, I got a couple people to say yes, and we just started cleaning houses.
You know, what's interesting about you as compared to others is that you are not, I think as I mean it might maybe not as it comes out, you're not a cleaning lady. You're really an entrepreneur that's in the cleaning industry. Okay? I think that what I've gotten from the times we spoke is that you're out there to help people do what they do, got to do to clean the house, but you're also out there to help people who don't have work and giving them work to do. You know, what I found is that as I got older, I wanted to do less and less. And I wanted to spend more time with family and whatever. So, like, who's your clientele?
Honestly, my favorite people to work for are just busy moms, busy families. They've got a couple of kids. They're running around all day. They might be both working parents. There's no way that they can keep their house clean, especially they have dogs and little kids. There's no way. So I feel like I can really add something to their lives and make their lives better by, taking that off their plate.
Look, I have 2 cats. I get it. I have a big house, and one of the bathrooms we don't use. And for some reason, even though the door stays shut, there's cat hair in that bathroom. And I don't want to go in there and clean it. Okay? When you go to a house, how do you decipher how much time it's going to take and what needs to be done? Well,
from the beginning, we give people a quote based on the square footage of the house and how many bedrooms and bathrooms it has. So, and then we ask a series of questions on the email and say, hey, what are your priorities? Do you have any rooms that you want to skip? Some people are like, oh, the dogs are going to stay in this room, so we're not going to clean that room. Okay, great. Do you have problems with allergies? Do you have problems with smells? Do you have problems with, any kind of issues that you might have? We try to be aware of those, and because a lot of people do, and so that's kind of one way that we make it personalized. We personalize each service to that person by getting all the information beforehand, asking a whole series of questions, and then we know how to go from there.
So it's almost like its own science, because, like for me, if I was having someone come do my house, I have 2 bedrooms that nobody goes into. I have this 4-bedroom house, and there's nobody unless whatever. I don't go in there, and but that to me doesn't need to be cleaned. Is that correct? Because dust comes up.
Probably do it every once in a while, just the cat hair, the dust, that kind of thing. We have some people that, for example, they just live downstairs. They have a downstairs master, and then they just have guest rooms upstairs, and they just say, hey, only if my kids are coming to visit can you clean before and after.
Okay.
Just don't even go upstairs unless my visitors are coming and they have us clean upstairs. So
I would think, knowing a lot of people, that there's a lot of people with pets. And that's an issue in itself. Because like I said, I have 2 cats, and if I swept up the cat hair, I could probably make more cats. Okay? So do you have to do extra work because someone has a pet?
Yeah.
What I know dogs go to the bathroom outside. God willing, most of the time. Okay, I don't have any more dogs. But, I mean, cats, unless you keep on top of it, your house is going to smell.
Mm-hmm.
Do you go into houses that are like a nightmare?
I actually had one house. The lady had like 9 or 10 cats.
Oh, wow.
And after a few months of doing it, my girls just said, we can't do it anymore. We're getting sick. And I had to just
Get rid of that client?
tell the lady, sorry, we can't go anymore.
Was it a big house or a small house?
It was, a good medium-sized
I mean,
house.
nine cats. I have 2 cats in a 4-bedroom, and it's enough.
Yeah.
Okay? So, 9 cats, I can't imagine. I mean, I really just can't imagine.
Yeah.
What was the craziest thing you've seen in cleaning a house?
I've seen so many things over 20 years. Yeah, we've seen some crazy stuff. Just people will try to help you. They want to help you clean. We're like, no, you go take a walk.
Right.
We'll do our
It's got to
thing.
be terrible with people looking over your shoulder.
Oh, absolutely. We had one lady, actually, the girls called me and they're like, this lady is following us around. Like, she's on WhatsApp video chat and like following us around the house, like, and she's on a call with someone. And they're like, we don't know what to do. This is so uncomfortable. And I called the owner and I'm like, you got to tell people to just leave the girls alone, let them clean, let them do their thing. And
People,
Yeah.
I think, do a better job. If they're good employees, they do a better job if they're left to their own
Oh,
devices.
absolutely.
So when I've spoken to other people who clean, they've mentioned to me that, well, we do different kind of cleaning. So we do cleaning, then we do deep cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes in the deep cleaning, we'll move the stove, the refrigerator. Do you guys do that too?
So the first time we go to any house, we do a deep cleaning, because you might have had a cleaner before, but she hasn't done details in a year. So to me, that's not even a clean house. So in the first deep cleaning, we're doing the baseboards, we're doing the ceiling fans, we're doing all the trim, all the doors, all the details. And then we can keep it up from there.
Right.
People want us to just come in and do a quick cleaning the first time. It's like,
Throwing good money to bed.
I can't do like half the job. I can't leave your house still, with the baseboards dirty and stuff.
Right. For me, if you don't get the ceiling fans, your house is not clean.
Absolutely.
Because all that stuff's going to fall off
Absolutely.
onto the bed or in the kitchen or wherever. So, I mean, I kind of get it. The kind of products that you use, has it changed over the years?
Well, at the beginning, we were just buying, we could buy just bottles of stuff from Sam's Club and that kind of thing. But now, since we're running such a huge operation, we have to have like the actual commercial products, and that we have a little machine and it like waters it down, to the right amount,
Right.
Automatically. So that's what we use now. We can't just go to Home Depot and buy 10 bottles of whatever.
No, first of all, you would probably lose money if you go that way.
Right.
Okay. And I mean, I have a chocolate company,
Mm-hmm.
and we used to buy chocolate from this person, and it was cheaper than going to, but now we're big enough that we have to go and drive to a wholesaler.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a real wholesaler. I don't think people understand what it takes in different careers to do it properly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You can have, like, people say, my house is so clean you can eat off the floors. But it really is never that way. Not that people want to eat off the floors. Just saying.
Right.
But I'm sure that everybody can go into a house and find something.
Mm-hmm.
What if they want something specialized, like their oven cleaned?
Yeah, so we have a list of add-ons.
Mm-hmm.
So in that same email that I was telling you about that we send out at the beginning, we say, hey, these are some add-ons we can do inside the oven, inside the fridge, like interior windows, things like that. And so they can add those on, especially for move-outs, like when you have an empty house.
Right.
Inside all the appliances, which is not included in a regular, deep cleaning because you don't always need it.
Right.
The fridge, the windows, that kind of thing. So those can be added on, and sometimes we do carpet cleaning. We can do a carpet cleaning add-on. But we try to personalize it to each one. We're not going to charge you the full price for the inside of the fridge, and then you don't need it done. You have a brand new fridge, for example.
Right, I get it. And plus, doing a fridge is a pain in the butt. Now, on a move-out, it's not as bad because
Mm-hmm.
anything in there you can throw out, but most of the time it's going to be empty.
Yeah.
A cleaning an empty fridge is a lot easier than
Definitely.
taking people's foods out where they know they put it and then you having to put it back. Okay, and it's like, okay, where's the vegetables? They're not where I put. We put things where we want them. What's the hardest thing to clean?
Could be the ceiling fan I cleaned the other day.
Really?
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
because people don't clean them.
Never.
Okay.
It's always turned on, and you don't think about it, and then you turn it off to clean it, and it's black, and it's supposed to be cream colored.
And that's something I don't know your business, but I'm thinking that when you go into a house to clean, you do the ceiling fans first because all that stuff comes par and down. And I mean, I do my fans, and even if I do them once a week, they need to be done even probably more than once a week, especially with cats. What do you hate to clean? I asked this question once before to somebody, and I expected the answer to be toilets, but it was not toilets.
Probably like ovens that have been used for a
Burnt.
very, very long time without being cleaned in between. That's probably some of the worst, some of the hardest cleaning to
Clean,
do.
really? Now, in my house, I have tile. And it always looks dirty because it's, I guess, that color. But when people have tile, they have grout. Do you do grout too?
That's more of a specialized
Okay,
cleaning.
so you clean, and then they can get a grout person in.
Yeah.
To-
If you have a real grout problem, you should go to an expert in.
And I always
grout.
believe, always use an expert. I mean, first of all, here's my scenario. I don't know what you get paid, and it doesn't matter to me, but if it takes you 4 hours to do my house, I make more money doing what I do,
Exactly.
okay, than what it would cost me for you to do it.
Exactly.
One. And two is there's so much more to what you do, meaning while you're doing those 4 hours, I can be spending time with my family. And you can't put a value on that.
Absolutely.
You
I
know?
believe that the house cleaning is not just it's not just a luxury for rich people. You know, it's actually part of self-care. It's part of taking care of your family. It's part of reducing your stress, right? Everybody's stressed out, whether you're working outside the home or you're staying home with your kids. There's a lot of stress. And so my philosophy and why it's named Amethyst, house cleaning, is because we can bring peace, tranquility to your home, a sense of groundedness. We can bring you more time. Who can buy time?
Right.
You know, this is
I
like
get it.
buying more time for
I'm
yourself.
65, I get it.
Yeah. And so we want to bring peace and tranquility into your home, right? Who doesn't fight with their spouse about leaving the bathroom dirty and that kind of thing? People fight about that. Well, take that off your plate, okay?
Right, and just leave it to who left the seat up.
Yeah, I can't help you with that part. So, that's what I want to do. I want to bring this in as a part of self-care. You go out and you get your nails done or you get your hair done or you go get a massage. Same thing, getting your house cleaned, okay? When you clean your own house, you're distracted by every little paper you pick up. You're distracted by every little thing that's going on. So you're never getting the whole thing.
You can go to a salon and get them done, or you can do them yourself. You can clean your house yourself, or you can have someone do it for you. Why do you go to a salon and get your nails done? Because you don't want to do it yourself, and you want to be pampered. Well, someone else cleaning your house is being pampered.
Absolutely.
Okay? Coming home to a clean house is a wonderful feeling.
It's an amazing feeling.
Okay? Even if you take it to it's one of its smallest details, which is doing the sheets and the blankets and stuff, washing them, and then putting them on the bed. There's nothing like getting back into bed with clean sheets. Well, now you're coming into your house in a clean house. Plus, I believe that because I lost 40% of my lung function, coming into a clean house makes breathing that much better.
Absolutely.
Because houses are going to be full of dust.
So many people have dust issues, dust allergy issues, and we can come in, take that out, get a ton of dust out, and they're breathing so much better. They can sleep better. Like I said, this doesn't sound like a luxury, does it? No, it's a health issue too.
And again, it depends on how you look at things. I could change my own oil. I did it as a kid. But the time I would have to take to do it now, I get it done in 20 minutes, and I could be doing what I like to do, and the other scenario that I always say is, if you don't use a professional, it's going to cost you 4 times more and 10 times more aggravation. Because what happens in your industry, and I'm just going to guess, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, is that it's going to cost you more because you're going to buy these things that you need to clean, okay, and they cost money. Okay? You bring in all your own stuff?
Yeah, we
Like
provide
mops,
everything
brooms,
that we need to use.
okay. Okay, so go buy a vacuum cleaner, go buy brooms, you'll see how much that's going to run you. 1.
Right.
2 is, if you did it yourself and you came home and there was something wrong, because there will be, because it's not what you're skilled in, you're going to be aggravated. And then you're going to have someone come in and do it for you anyway. So you always, for me, you might as well use a professional. You'll save yourself money and you'll save yourself aggravation. You have a website?
Yes.
What is it?
It's mypurpleclean.com.
Okay, so...
We like purple.
Right. And I love the fact that the company is Amethyst, but you did use Amethyst for your website because...
Most people can't spell.
That's right. Okay. And I would be one of those people that would never be able to find you. Okay, that way. You have a phone number?
Yeah, it's 772-667-3977.
Okay. Okay, so if I called you, or someone called you tomorrow, and you shot them out an email, is that how it would work?
Yeah, the best way to do it is to go to the website and click on Get a Quote. You fill out your information, and we'll get right back to you with a quote and all the information on what that entails, what it includes, and all the information you need. And then, if that works for you, and the price estimate, of course, and if that works for you, then you hit accept the quote, and then we'll just get in touch for scheduling.
Okay, and that's where I was going. Scheduling. So if I call you on a Monday, when can I schedule?
It just depends how busy we are.
Right.
And what house is like. If you're in Port St. Lucie and we're in Stewart that day, we're probably going to just wait till we're, the day we're in Port St. Lucie.
And what is your coverage area? Where do you go from where to where?
So Martin and St. Lucie counties, east of 95 and Turnpike.
Okay. Guys, I got to tell you, the one thing that it doesn't bother me, but I get it because in my industry I have the same issue. Just because she sends you a quote, understand, or just because I send you a quote, understand it could change because I can come to your house and you have caked on dirt that's going to take me 4 hours to clean up. So a quote is good if everything is status quo.
Right.
Okay? If I come to your house and you had, well, I'm not in the cleaning industry, but if I come to your house and you have 9 cats and I quoted you X dollars and I know I'm going to be there 2 more hours because I have to clean where the kitty litter pan is and the walls and whatever, it's going to run you more, right?
Right. So the way we handle that is that we say, hey, we're a couple hours into it. We assumed we were going to do this many hours, but it's going to take a little longer. So do you want us to do the very best we can in the original price we quoted you? Or do you want us to, is it okay if we go a little bit over? And we'll usually give them an idea of how much.
Do you give them a time? I mean, like, here's your quote is $2 and we'll be there for 5 hours or 2 hours? Or...
Not unless they ask. We can figure it out if they ask.
So when you walk in the door, do you basically know how long you're going to be there?
Once we look around, if it's a first time, I already have an idea of an estimate just based on the size of the house. And if it looks like a pretty normal house, then, we go with that.
Okay. What's the website again?
mypurpleclean.com.
Everybody, use a professional. I tell you that a million times. I want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Everybody have a great day. We'll be right back.